Check it to Facebook. I guess I'll go ahead and announce. Hi, guys. This is Drew.
This is Jacob.
And we are the Cel Cast, celebrating our 4th anniversary.
Yay!
And I forgot to mute my phone.
Wonk, wonk, wonk.
We're live on Twitch, by the way.
Nice. I just saw that. I just saw that.
Live on Facebook.
Nice.
And now checking the YouTube.
Always check the YouTube. YouTube's live.
Awesome.
Sauce. Barbecue sauce.
Yes. All right. So yeah, we are celebrating, like I said, our 4th anniversary and the beginning of season 5 of the Cel Cast.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have a fun time tonight. It's maybe a short episode.
Maybe
not. Depends on how talkative we get.
Mm-hmm.
It would help if I actually had the chat window up so I could see when people show up. Hey, Paul.
What's up, Paul?
And Bobo. How are y'all doing? Thank you for Bobo says as short as Billy Barty.
Barty? Really? Okay.
What's Billy Barty?
Yeah. Can you clue us in, Bobo?
Not sure. But yeah, we are going to be celebrating our 5th anniversary our 4th anniversary. I keep saying 5th.
Yeah.
Because it's the beginning of season 5.
Exactly.
My apologies. But yeah, we are celebrating that tonight. So yeah, enjoy us talking about and reminiscing about stuff and looking forward to what's coming up over the next year, both in theaters and in our episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Paul J. Powers says Gilder from Masters of the Universe. Oh, Billy Barty, Noodles Macintosh, and UHF, among many other roles. Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about. I think. I've seen UHF. I think I know who Noodles Macintosh is. But anyway. It's been a long time since I've seen the Weird Al movie, UHF. So we've already got 5 people in. Do you want to go ahead and get started?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, D-Lit, start us off, please. D-Lit.
Second take.
The Cel Cast is recorded in front of a live streaming audience.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Cel Cast. Joining me tonight is a man who he's been drawing so much over the last year, he's got to be getting carpal tunnel. Welcome, Jacob.
Yeah, I feel like you know what? Pencil drawing's hard, okay?
I never said it wasn't. I appreciate the fact that you've drawn like 95% of our album art last year.
You're welcome. I really enjoyed definitely when you have to be creative with some of these covers. It's like, ooh, challenge. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Why, thank you. Let me introduce our co-host, a man who has an opinion about Power Rangers Super Mega Force. Welcome, Drew.
This podcast has nothing to do with Power Rangers.
I know, but the conversation we had earlier was absolutely hilarious.
This
It's
I'm
so
aware
good.
of. I am aware of this, actually. Anywho.
Right.
Yeah, tonight we are celebrating our 4th anniversary.
Yay!
And the beginning of season 5 of the Cel Cast.
Woo!
So tonight, as we always do on these anniversary episodes, we're gonna look at movies that are coming up that we're interested in seeing, animated wise. We're going to be looking back at the episodes that we had this year, and we are going to be looking forward to a couple of other movies that we are already looking at reviewing in the next year.
Yes.
So yeah, tonight's going to be fun, I think.
Yeah.
I do already note that I need to do one thing before we continue.
What's that?
First, mark that so I'll know where to edit this.
Oh. This is the first. You're getting moved, people.
Well, I just don't like your head getting cut off.
Oh, well, thanks. I appreciate that. Put your gyroscope on now. All right. Why, thank you. I appreciate that. My head's not way over here.
I didn't notice it when we got started. I'm sorry.
It's all good, bro. It's all good. Appreciate it.
Mark me back, will you please? So, my good buddy, how are you doing today?
Man, I'm doing pretty good. It's been a very cold, long
good
week.
night.
Yeah,
Tell me about it.
Well, where we live in Upper East Texas, we had a major cold snap come through,
I think a lot of people had a cold snap come through.
That is true. That is so true. We got the tail end of, or we got sheared by it.
We were right down at the bottom because a lot of places north of us were froze up on Tuesday.
Yes, they were.
We didn't get froze till Wednesday.
Yeah, my car was a popsicle, or a carsicle, actually.
Yes.
And I literally had to call somebody on Wednesday, like, hey, can someone pick me up? I can't get in my car. It was not a fun, and this entire week has been interesting at work. Let's just say that.
Oh, I imagine it has been.
Yeah. Where I'm scheduled not to check all day. I check most of the week.
Right. And I know how much of a pain that is for you.
Yes, sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's not. But my week has gone pretty good. Looking forward to the weekend. Gonna go to Dallas. Gonna go look at some Airbnbs for a upcoming
event that we'll both be involved with.
Yes,
he's going. I am not, because I had something else I already had planned for this weekend.
Womp.
It's the D&D game, okay?
I understand. I get it.
That's what it is. And admittedly, I think we're still in the setup phase.
I gotcha. Fair.
We will actually play that game eventually.
I gotcha. So going back to last Saturday, me and Ashley had a kind of stay at home, or not stay at home, but she came over to my apartment.
Yes, you watched Frequency.
Yes, we watched Frequency.
Want to remember how I remember that?
How's
we just talked about it last Sunday.
Yes, we did.
Because we had a delayed episode last week.
Yeah, that's right.
You were mentally drained last Friday.
Yes, I was. That's right. Yes.
I will give you kudos. I think that's the only time you've asked me to postpone it because of mental health reasons.
Yes.
The only other time we had to postpone it was because we both forgot we were going to a concert.
That was like this year.
Yeah.
Like a couple months ago.
Yeah, that was within the last year.
Yeah.
We actually, outside of my schedule getting changed and I moved stuff around, we actually were pretty consistent this year.
We were. So yeah, be like, if you listened or listened to last week's episode, I'd be like, yeah, the exact same thing. Pretty much. Yeah. I'll get into what I watched in a minute.
That's okay. So outside of having to check Monday through today, you've been pretty good otherwise?
Pretty good so far.
Nothing too crazy happened?
Nothing so far, not that I know of. Worked on some art covers, or worked art cover. That one came up pretty good. Has that episode dropped yet?
Yes, I dropped it yesterday.
Okay, yeah, so go check out that
like at 7:30 yesterday.
Oh.
Which honestly, I apologize it was that much at the last minute. We didn't get it recorded till Sunday because of reasons. And then I just did not get around to editing until Thursday.
True.
And the main reason I texted you to let you know.
Yeah, just FYI.
I was going to edit that night, was not to get you to hurry up.
Yeah.
It was so I would be accountable for getting it done.
That is true. It's like, I need to color this thing. Let's go.
Yeah, I need to get this edited, bro. And I need to do it tonight. I can't put it off anymore because it just feels wrong to release an episode the same day you're recording the next one.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
You want at least 24 hours between those. But yeah,
cool.
So yeah, that Wednesday, as we said, it froze over and they canceled work on me.
Yeah.
Fun fact, though, I somehow did not notice that even it was going to be delayed 2 hours until after I had already driven all the way there.
Always fun.
Because that's the thing, where I work, the bad weather, whether we're open or closed for bad weather, is dependent on the local school system, Jacksonville, Jacksonville ISD. And that morning, I think they may have done it the night before and I missed it, admittedly. Because like I said, I didn't see that it had been declared a delay until later.
Yeah.
I was already there. So I had missed, when I checked it before, that they were already at a 2-hour delay.
Okay.
And by the time which if I'd have caught the 2-hour delay, that would have been fine. I would have been home when I saw that it was fully canceled.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I was already at work.
Fun.
When it got canceled. When the classes were canceled. So then work was canceled, which then meant after I had gotten up in the cold. Bear in mind, we're East Texas. 30 degrees Fahrenheit is cold for us. It was cold enough to freeze. It had been rain. There had been freezing rain all night long. The only reason I even thought it was safe to try was because the highway out here had traffic on it like it was any other day. It's the only reason I even thought twice about it. So I went ahead and got in the car and I worked my way down there. I didn't get in a hurry because I don't know how safe the road really is.
Right.
I'm going I'm not going speed limit. I'm going at a safe speed. I have left 45 minutes before I have to be there.
Okay.
Because I wanted to make sure if there was any sort of trouble, I had enough time. Because I definitely didn't want to be late if I needed to be there, even though it probably would have been forgiven.
Yeah.
But anyway, I get all the way down there. It's 6:15 by the time I get out of the truck and I start heading in, because I kind of waited out in the truck after I got there to wait until I saw second shift coming out to start their cars, so that their windshields would be clear enough. When they got ready to go home. And so that's when I walked in and I started talking to our maintenance guy there, and he says, they just canceled school. Jacksonville just canceled school, so I'm just waiting to hear back from our boss to find out if we're going to cancel or what, because it hadn't gotten the official word yet whether or not to lock the building up or not. I was like, well, more than likely it's going to be canceled. He says, yeah. He says, I'm going home. I'm going to go ahead and get out to the truck before it cools off too much. And then I worked my way home. Except I was hungry and I stopped at McDonald's to pick up breakfast. Because why not? I mean, they were open. They're true. And I just I bet that line won't be long. And it wasn't. No, I got all the way through there and they didn't even give me a dirty look, which I would have perfectly understood. I ain't complaining about people having to deal with bad weather because I used to be that person on a regular basis. Right. So yeah, then I get home and I start watching some episodes of Super Sentai because I'm going to be guesting on an episode later on this year on the Power Trip. Okay. So because that's a 48 episode show. Yeah. I started on it. Wow. Except I got about halfway through disc one. It's 7:30 in the morning by this time. And all of a sudden the episode abruptly seems to switch back to the DVD menu. I'm thinking that's weird. Oh, yeah. And then I looked at my watch and see it's 10 o'clock. I slept through the last half of that disc and had to rewatch it. Bravo. So yeah, that was Wednesday. Nice. Still went to choir practice that night because by the evening it was fine. Yeah, agreed. Weather was fine, and the only reason we canceled Sunday singles Bible study last night is just because there were going to be so many people who could not make that trip in that kind of weather. Just that is true. Case, which is also understandable. So, yeah. But other than that, it has been a normal, if not freezing cold week. Very true. Very true. So, Jacob, I have another question for you as normal.
What have you been watching?
What have I
besides Frequency last Saturday? Besides
Frequency last weekend, which is an amazing film. I'm going to promote that film to death. It is amazing. So this I posted this on social media last week, and I was doing research. Yes.
Research.
Yeah, research.
About blue wigs.
You're welcome, Nate. Just wait. Just wait. So I'm currently watching Power Rangers in Space on YouTube, and which is all it's all official because it's through
Yeah, it's the Power Rangers official channel.
Yeah. So I'm watching that right now. I think I'm on episode, I think it's 8 or 9, one of those.
You were on 8 when I came over and bugged you earlier.
No, it was episode 9. Episode 9.
You might have finished on 9, but it
Yeah.
was 8 when I was over there.
That's right.
But anyway,
Yeah. Either or, going through that, be like it's Power Rangers, it's campy, it's corny. But
that's
it'd be
not
like
exactly a bad thing as far as
No.
I'm concerned. You know, I believe you should embrace the cheese because it's Gouda for you.
But sometimes like too much cheese gives you gas, and it's not a good thing.
I'm not lactose intolerant.
Okay.
That being said, there is such a thing as bad cheese.
Yeah, that is true.
And sometimes those look the same on the surface. You
That
got to
is
be
true.
very careful.
Yes, I agree.
Sometimes they're part of the same franchise. Super duper mega force. Anyway.
Oh my gosh, but yeah, I watched I'm currently going through Power Rangers in Space for a project that I'm working on. Or I'm planning working on, just trying to get more. So okay, how does this character act, and how does this and this? You know, In Space is a really good story. It's got a lot of filler stories, obviously, but its core story is actually really, really, really well done. And what I've seen of some of the later stuff the Power Rangers came out with, boy,
some of it's good. Some of it's a diamond in the rough. Some of it's the rough.
that needs to be thrown to the dumpster on the moon. All the way, maybe. Either or. So yeah, that is. Let me think. Yeah, that's basically it. Basically, yes.
All right.
What have you been watching?
Well, like I said, I've been watching Gekiso Sentai Karenja.
Which
I have to give the full name.
So that is the American equivalent of Turbo?
Yes, Power Rangers Turbo is that version, but
we don't talk about Turbo.
Unfortunately, I may have to watch Turbo because it's been an awful long time for good reason. But yeah, it is the Japanese version of Power Rangers Turbo.
Yes.
The reason I am watching it is because I may be I'll be on a podcast later this year. I don't know if I'm officially allowed to say I'm going to be on that podcast, but I think I've hinted at it enough.
Yeah, just a little bit.
You should be able to connect the dots at this point. But yeah, I'm watching through that. The thing is, when you're looking, the reason I am watching Turbo, I'm not watching. The reason I'm going to have to watch Turbo is it's been so long since I've seen Turbo that I don't exactly remember how this connects into that just by looking at it, because it's been probably nearly 20 years at least since I've seen Turbo.
24 years, ish.
It's been more than 10, most definitely.
Yeah,
it's enough that I see some of these monsters come on screen and I'm going, do I know you? Did Power Rangers use this monster, or did they skip this one? I don't know. I mean, some of them I recognize. I recognize, the generals. The one that was Divatox's nephew, I recognize when he's in this, except he has a much eviler look on his face.
Yeah.
The one that was the engineer, I guess. The one that looked like he was made out of a submarine.
Okay.
I recognize him. And I recognize Porto, which is a horrible name if you stop and think about it.
Porto. Oh my God.
But I recognize them. But you start seeing some of these side characters, and you're going, did the Power Rangers fight you? I don't know. This means I got to watch a show that I have not. That nearly. I think I have to watch the show that made me stop watching Power Rangers in the first place, doesn't it?
Yes.
It's not like I don't have to go look. It's not like I have to go far to look for it, though.
True.
It's just in the back room. So
in your big, massive collection of what was it, that big box set they did years ago?
well, that's the thing. Mighty Morphin had one set, and then there was another one that had like Zeo through Lost Galaxy, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zeo Turbo in Space and Lost Galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had some other sets, but I didn't get them in time before those sets technically were sold out, and you could only get the seasons and singles. So I've gotten some of those singles, but not all of them. But we're not here just to talk about Sentai and Rangers and other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I have also watched a lot of YouTube.
Same.
Nothing too strange or particular there. I have been watching some more G Gundam because that's a great show.
Where are you watching that at?
Blu-ray.
Okay.
Yes, because that's the thing. I want to watch the version I saw originally back in the day, in the year 2000, when it released on Toonami, which of course would be the English dub. But for some reason, Crunchyroll, who has the streaming, has G Gundam streaming along with, every other Gundam series in creation, for some reason never puts the dubs out on the streaming service.
Really?
For Gundam. They only have the subtitled versions.
Strange.
It is weird. I'm sorry. I prefer my God Gundam to be Burning Gundam.
Fair.
And my Noble Gundam to be spelled like Nobel. Like Nobel Prize. Even though she looks like Sailor Venus in robot form.
Yes.
I haven't got to that episode yet. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am watching that.
Nice.
But really not a whole lot else. I have been playing lots of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Because apparently, like I said this last time, I'm apparently 100%ing it, or trying to, with the exception of the 900 Korok seeds, because I don't see the point in getting all 900 for a stupid poop joke.
Okay.
But other than that, I'm trying to get a lot of the rest of it. I'm very close to getting the motorcycle.
Okay. Cool.
In a fantasy world with no roads. Just putting that out there.
Okay.
It's the fastest mount in the game, of course. Because it's a motorcycle. But yeah, I'm close to getting that. But other than that, the only other things I've watched or partaken in really has been other streamers' streams. Such as Geek Devotions and Retro Rewind. So,
nice.
Yeah, cool. I guess that's the other thing. I was actually in another stream this week that I meant to invite you on.
Happens.
But the reason I didn't invite you is because I forgot about it until Tuesday morning. I'm watching the Geek Devotions Morning Geek Commute. I think I was a little late because it was a busy day. And while I'm watching that, I get a text in Discord from Francisco. Says, "Drew, you're good for emceeing the Culture Box stream tonight, aren't you?" Sure. Why not? I could do that, I think. And then, I forgot it was happening.
And then he texts. I think you texted me like what? Like
I texted you Thursday because Wednesday I was apparently out of it, for one thing.
Happens.
But Tuesday I'm thinking about all this, like, what are we talking about? What does that actually mean to me? I'm saying, is he going to have me host the thing technically, or am I just hosting the Cel Cast Gaming stream? This stream setup I've got going right now, we're just hosting it on here for our networks, or am I actually emceeing? I was actually emceeing. So that means I actually had to know what on earth we were talking about, which was Dungeons and Dragons OGL nonsense and the upcoming DC movies that were announced, and somebody who got fired because of their social media.
Oh.
Interesting topics. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
Okay. So, yeah, that's pretty much everything. So, Jacob, my next question for you. What do we got in the news? Let. No.
The Cel Cast News with your host, Jacob Heron.
well, crap. This time I don't have a morpher. Nor does she changed me into something.
She says she's being nice tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Dealet.
Didn't want to rain on our parade since this is our 4th anniversary.
Very true.
5th anniversary. Don't be worried. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Oh, fun.
Lovely.
Yeah, exactly. I was halfway looking down to find a morpher that she turned me into a ranger. It'd be kind of cool, but nope, not today. Either or.
She said if she was going to turn you into something of that nature, would not be a ranger.
But she turned me into a monster?
She would have plenty to work with, apparently.
Okay.
Maybe chunky chicken?
Chunky chicken? Just don't turn me into an eyeball monster. Because then I can't see.
You don't have the capabilities to be Cyclopsis.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But anyway.
I'm 4-eyed.
And I'm not.
You're wearing contacts.
Same difference.
Either
I still need something synthetic so I can see. Without running into doors and such.
Yeah, which is always a fun thing.
Not for me to run into doors and such. Anyway, news.
Yeah.
Do we actually have any news outside of podcast news this week?
Not that I know of.
Okay, then let's go hit the other part we were going to put in this news section. Since this is our anniversary episode,
Yes.
There are a number of upcoming movies coming up this year. Namely, I've got a list here of 54 movies. Sorry, 52 movies. I looked at it wrong. 52 movies. Now, of course, this is not just a list of American movies. This is worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it might be fun for our anniversary episode to go over each of these and talk about what we think of them if we know anything about them.
Yes.
Because there might be something in here that we have not heard of.
A little diamond in the rough.
Might be interesting.
Yeah.
So you want to get started with that?
Yeah, let's do that.
So the first one we got on here, it is country of origin is the United States.
Okay.
The studio is Hellbent Pictures and Sweet Home Films.
Okay.
And the animation technique is puppetry.
Ooh, interesting.
The name of this movie is Abruptio.
Abruptio.
And it is technically already out somewhere because the release date has Wikipedia listed was January 17th.
Okay.
Are you curious as to what this actually is? Because I can look that up while we're here.
Send me a link.
It's a horror film. I'm just curious if you wanted to know more
okay.
about
Well,
it than
never
that.
mind. Okay, it is a horror film.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is horror.
Oh, okay.
It's like I was waiting for you to take the bait and you didn't.
No, I didn't take the bait. So what's this movie about, Drew?
Well, according to Wikipedia,
Which is always very reliable.
yes, the premise is that Lee Hackle, played by James Marsters, is a guy down on his luck who wakes to find an explosive device has been implanted in his neck. He must carry out heinous crimes in order to stay alive while trying to identify the mastermind manipulating the now twisted and strange world around him.
Ooh. That sounds interesting.
The tagline for this film, everyone's a puppet.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Huh. I'll have to put that in a review.
Maybe.
Where it'd be like
Whatever. It was originally set for release in 2021, but obvious reasons why it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
And the only other release thing I have is the world premiere at the Santa Monica Film Festival, which was on January 17th.
Hmm.
So, yeah. Ain't that interesting?
Interesting.
Next one we've got. This is a Japanese film.
Hmm.
Fafnir in the Azure Behind the Line.
Okay.
I have no idea what this is.
Neither.
So let's go on to the next one.
Skip.
There is no director listed for this next film, despite the fact it's supposed to come out in it's supposed to already be out.
Okay.
January 24th. And I will admit, I have already tried to look at the Wikipedia page for this, And it takes me to the first film in this series and lists that sequels do exist, but there are no Wikipedia pages for the sequels.
Okay, then.
This is called Rock Dog 3 Battle the Beat.
Oh, I saw a trailer over this. I look, no joke. I mean, like literally, I watched the like a collaboration of like different trailers coming out, anime movies, and this was in it.
Yeah, it's apparently already out somewhere.
Yeah,
I don't know where, but it's out somewhere.
yeah, because I remember, I think it was like last year, like it was at some point, like during the news segments, be like, there's like a part where be like, oh, this Rock Dog movie thing, and I watched it. I'm like, oh my gosh, this looks bad.
Well, considering that the first movie came out in 2019,
Yeah,
3 movies between 2019 and now.
Dang.
Put that in perspective.
Jeez.
During the pandemic.
Wow.
I suspect we may have a Leo the Lion situation on this one.
Maybe.
I don't want to be that mean because I could be wrong.
Well, the trailer I saw was like, okay, very confusing, but it was a lot better than Leo. Now, Grant, I never saw the trailer to Leo. Leo the Lion. We don't talk about Leo. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Next one on my list. This is a French film. I don't expect us to stay on it long. Epic Tales.
Epic Tales.
It does not give me a link to see what this is about.
Hmm.
I will say that the French title is a lot longer than just Epic Tales.
It's French.
It's Paty et le Collier de Poseidon.
Hmm.
It mentions Poseidon. This better be the name of whoever has the epic tale, because tail is spelled like a dog or cat's tail.
Mhm.
So I suspect we got talking animals.
Oh, never mind. That's the wrong movie. But go ahead. Continue.
Next one. This is the United States, and we may have actually heard of this since we haven't had one of these yet so far.
Okay.
Legion of Superheroes.
Yeah, that's a
DC film.
It's a DC film that's coming directly to home media.
Yeah. And I believe it's based on like the old superheroes from DC Universe, like the original Flash, the original Green Lantern.
Far as
Probably
like
all of the original Legion except for Batman and Superman.
No,
and Wonder Woman.
What I understand, I saw the trailer of this yesterday. It looks like it's the oh come on, what is the kids league, not the Titans, not the
Young Justice?
No, the League of Young Superheroes or something like that. I can't remember what I there again. My knowledge on DC comics is not the greatest because I know it's a league of future super young superheroes.
I don't know, but usually the Legion of Superheroes is like the original Golden Age heroes.
Yeah, but I think I saw the trailer. It's actually regarding this younger team, and I think Supergirl's in it.
That sounds like it's misnamed then.
Yeah,
which I doubt. But we'll see. I don't know.
We shall see.
This doesn't give me a link to go look up any more information on it. So,
I got you.
Speaking of things that don't give me a link to look up any information of it, besides the fact that it's Russian, which means it probably won't come out here for a long time,
maybe
because of current political situations.
Right.
Is The Snow Queen and the Princess.
Oh, I heard about this. I did.
Looks like a knockoff of Frozen.
It is. It is a knockoff of Frozen. I heard
a couple years too late.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta get that, those rubles. You gotta get those rubles.
Right. Next on my list, a Japanese film called Blue Giant.
Blue Giant. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure what this is. It looking at the link just sends me to a manga by the same name.
Okay.
And a Japanese jazz themed series.
Interesting.
So I guess it's it has been the manga has been released over here, but it looks like it's about a high school student playing jazz. I'm sure there's more to it than that, but that might be interesting if it ever comes out over here.
Yeah.
Next, we got one from Hungary and Slovakia.
2
countries of origin on this one.
Okay.
Probably, I'm guessing one developed it, the other published it. But anyway,
Possibly.
Called White Plastic Sky. And I have no idea what it's about because it doesn't give me any information.
Okay.
But next we got one from Spain, and it's called Mummies.
Oh, I saw the trailer on that. It looks cheesy, but It's got an interesting premise.
Mm-hmm.
It's where it's basically the mummy's world and the living's world is separated, and the mummies are alive. Not like the cool cartoon that came out in the 90s.
Mommy's alive. I
But
remember that one.
yes, I very distinctly remember that. But it looks interesting. It definitely looks interesting.
It's got Sean Bean in it. It's about the only name I recognize here.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
It looks interesting. I'm not sure if it will come to the United States at some point. I just don't know when.
This looks like something that would at least be like a Netflix or Amazon kind of it would be released as a Netflix or Amazon original, but it would just be, what's branded.
Yeah, it's already got an English dub and everything.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Next one is a Japanese film that is in a long-running franchise that we probably will not watch just because we know nothing about it. Although the English version of this show, I think, did air on Disney Channel for like a short time, or Disney XD, but it's a Doraemon Nobita's Sky Utopia. I know nothing about it other than that. Other than Doraemon is a long-running series, and like I said, I think an English version did air on Disney Channel for a short time.
Okay, interesting.
Next, we got one from Hungary called Four Souls of Coyote. I know nothing else about it besides this.
Okay, it's got a coyote in it.
Right. Next one. This is a Netflix movie, which is surprisingly still coming out after Netflix decided to can a good portion of its animation staff. That's being close to being done. Oh, look, I'm getting cynical again. This is called The Magician's Elephant.
I saw something about that. I haven't seen it. Like I saw like a teaser trailer, a teaser poster to it.
I have not watched any of the trailers for these outside of a couple obvious ones later on, but yeah, it could be interesting. It's got Mandy Patinkin in it.
Okay,
the Spaniard from
yes,
Princess Bride,
Criminal Minds, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, him.
Yeah,
that guy.
Homeland.
Next, we've got a Japanese one, which it only gives me a Japanese title, so bear with me. Gekijoban Argonavis Axia. And not sure what this is, to be honest. Still not sure what it is looking at the Wikipedia page.
Okay.
Other than looks like it might be another connection to some other anime I've not heard of, because there is an anime TV series that ran in 2020, so it's probably connected to that. Like I said, I didn't see it, so I don't know what it is. Next one we definitely have heard of. Batman, The Doom That Came to Gotham.
I saw the trailer of that. That looks interesting.
Yeah, I think we brought it up like last week.
Last week we did.
So, yeah.
Looks
Could be interesting.
Yeah.
Batman, so I mean, how bad can it be?
Yeah.
Why do I feel like I just said something prophetic? Because there's always a chance of a bad one in there.
Yeah.
Anyway, next we've got another anime tie-in movie.
Okay.
Black Clover, Sword of the Wizard King.
Okay.
I've never watched Black Clover.
Neither.
So I don't know anything about it, but there you go. Another one that's from an anime. Princess Principal, Crown Handler, Chapter 3.
Okay.
Thing is, I've heard of Princess Principal. I never watched it. But I know that's a series, and it sounds like this version with Crown Handler is a second series. It's a tie-off of it. Plus, then it says it's Chapter 3. This is starting to sound as bad as like versions of Street Fighter games.
Yes.
Like Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix. But you have to admit, it's still worse than some of the Kingdom Hearts titles.
Agreed.
Next one I know we're both going to be watching. The Super Mario Brothers movie.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's coming out around Easter.
Yes.
So that'll be fun to watch, I think.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we're definitely watching that one.
Oh, yeah. Probably react to it, too. Maybe.
Oh, yeah. Definitely a reaction.
But going back to anime films that are semi-connected, that are connected to other anime television series.
Okay.
Detective Conan, Black Iron Submarine.
Okay.
Detective Conan is that long-running anime from like the 90s.
Yeah,
about the kid detective.
Yeah, I
Who's
remember
actually
watching.
a 20-year-old man,
Yeah, he's stuck as a
but
kid.
got turned into a child
Mhm.
somehow. I don't know the particulars, but it's like in the thousands in terms of episode count.
Oh, okay.
And this is a tie-in movie for it.
Sheesh, sounds like a One Piece kind of thing.
Except this is longer technically.
Wow. Okay.
Next, another one we're probably definitely going to see and maybe redo a reaction to.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, because we did a reaction to it and then we reviewed it. Both of them, the original, both loved it. And
did we actually do a reaction to the first one? Because I think the first movie technically released before we started the show.
That's right. We didn't do a reaction to that. No, but we reviewed it. We both loved it.
And there is a very good chance I have not checked the poll. We're going to be checking it later in the show. That may be the first rewind we do. So we'll be getting back to that here in just a minute.
Right.
Another one coming out. This is actually from Universal Pictures. Strays.
I've never heard of this one.
Let me bring it up. Is about an abandoned dog named Reggie who teams up with other strays to get revenge on his former owner.
Oh, fun.
It is being made by Lord and Miller. The minds behind the Lego movie,
right?
The first Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Couple other films I know we've Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Oh, okay.
Is another one of theirs. So yeah, that's supposed to be out on June 9th of this year. Give you an idea of where we are on the calendar.
Gotcha.
Next, we have Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon Cosmos, the movie, part 1.
That's a Sailor Moon movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's not a Sailor Moon movie, just the fact that it's got Sailor Moon in the title. The fun part is, well, I'll get to the fun part in a second.
Okay.
Because the next one I have on my list is Elemental.
Yes.
The upcoming Disney film.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it's better than Strange World.
I haven't seen Strange World.
I haven't either. But from what I've heard, it's bad.
It's not good, apparently. But Element, I've seen the trailer to it. It looks interesting. I don't know where they're going with it.
I'm sorry. This is a Pixar, not just Disney.
Yeah, it's a Disney Pixar. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Got to be specific here.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
Yeah, I saw the trailer. I've seen the trailer like twice.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it looks good, but like Pixar, it does really good work, and they normally do really good storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's just an original Pixar film, be like, okay, let's do this.
All right.
So most likely we'll do a reaction to it.
Oh, most likely. It's Pixar. I mean, we've reviewed or reacted to every Pixar movie that's come out since 2019.
Yes.
So yeah. Next on the list, Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon Cosmos, the movie, part 2.
Okay.
Coming out a month after part 1.
Jeez.
I don't think they're doing a full Digimon Adventure Try thing with this, even though they are adapting the anime that was not based on the manga.
Okay.
Because, the original Sailor Moon anime, it was separated into 5 series. And the last one, which never got released in the United States, for reasons we can talk about later.
Yes.
I don't think it's actually based on the actual Sailor Moon manga, other than the same characters.
Right.
I don't think they actually made a manga version of Sailor Stars.
Right.
But that's what it's based on.
Oh, okay.
Next, we've got Ladybug and Cat Noir, the movie. I did not realize they were still making miraculous stuff.
Yes.
But apparently they are. And there's a movie coming out in France. Well, it's a French movie because Zagtoon is French. It's French.
French? It's French.
It's French, not French. What's a French?
French fry?
Maybe. So the next one that this will be one we probably watch, but it may be a little bit because it is a Japanese film.
Okay.
It is a Hayao Miyazaki film.
Ah.
Because the man doesn't know how to retire.
Very true.
But that doesn't mean we won't go watch How Do You Live?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll probably watch it.
More than likely.
Yes.
If not this year, when we get around to it in Miyazaki month.
Yes.
Whenever we get to that one. Next on the list, you actually talked with we talked about this one earlier. Nimona.
Yes.
It is going to be released to Netflix and is being made by Annapurna Animations. Annapurna makes a lot of indie video games.
Yes.
And it's connected into that company, apparently. Anything else you know about it?
No,
Other than it used to be a Blue Sky film?
Yeah, it was a Blue Sky film, and then it got dumped, and then this company picked it up. I've read things about it. It's like, okay, they're going there. Obviously the world's gonna be the world. And it's like, it sounds, I would give it a shot as a film. And definitely that it's the last remnants of Blue Sky.
Right.
So I think it would be like, if it does come out, I would say probably like, if we, might do a reaction to it, maybe, or just wait until it comes on physical and just, do a review of it.
It's going straight to Netflix. So,
oh, that's right. Well, never mind. We can review it there or something like that.
Next one is one you probably have an interest in, but I have no nostalgia for this franchise because I wasn't allowed to watch it as a growing up.
What? Paw Patrol the movie?
No, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem.
I have mixed opinions about this film.
You have mixed opinions about a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles adaptation made by Nickelodeon?
Yes.
Say it ain't so.
Well, it's more the more information we have gleaned from what's going on. This is a Seth Rogen production, and it's like, okay, what I understand, it's the Turtles, but they're in school, like they're actually in high school.
Okay.
And be like, there's hardly nothing known about this film. And when a movie is this close to being in theaters or wherever this is going, we should have more information on this. And we hardly know anything. Be like, you can go to the big Ninja Turtle guys out there. They'll probably suck their head off of what they think the film is. But there's hardly any information about it. Now, granted, this is a guy who grew up watching and loving Ninja Turtles. I'm not as big of a Turtles fan than my brother Jim, but I'm still a big Turtles fan. So I have mixed feelings about this Mutant Mayhem movie.
Well, it's not supposed to come out until August. So you got time for information to come out.
Right.
The next one I have on the list is The Jungle Bunch 2. I know nothing about this.
I've never heard of it.
It's French. Now I have to say it that way.
Oh gosh.
No, I mean, I do mean it's French. And you joked about it a second ago. The next one on my list is actually Paw Patrol, the Mighty movie.
Oh my gosh.
We're not going to watch that.
No.
For you kids who enjoy Paw Patrol, good for you.
Right.
It's not for us. But one I am interested in seeing, since I really love the original movie, Chicken Run, Dawn of the Nugget. I really want this to be like them escaping a McDonald's chicken McNugget factory.
If they got a license with McDonald's,
there's no way McDonald's would allow them to actually be cast as the bad guy.
Yeah, that's true. Well, never mind. But
that being said, if you have a clown type mascot who's selling chicken nuggets, I'm not saying you can't get away with it.
That is true. And they're loving it.
As long as he doesn't look like Ronald.
Yeah, that's true.
So I've got another one on here that is a Universal Pictures film. Technically DreamWorks, more specifically. Trolls Band Together.
Oh gosh.
There's a third Trolls movie.
There's a third Troll movie.
Why is there a third Troll movie?
Because the second one made money.
Do we really need to see a movie with a troll that farts glitter?
Oh, I don't know.
Saying.
That's true. But I mean, like, yeah, it'll come out eventually. We don't know when it's supposed to come out.
Yeah. Well, hang on.
No,
I've
no,
got
November.
I got November 17th.
November 17th. Never mind.
Yeah.
I actually put that on the list.
You did?
Yeah,
We haven't watched the second one yet.
that's true. We haven't, but we can solve that.
And how could you put this on the list? I hadn't put anything out that far. Besides, November, that would be Miyazaki month.
That is true.
We'll see. We'll get there when we get there.
We shall see.
The next one, I'll admit, when I see the title, it gives me PTSD.
Oh, crap.
It is a Netflix animated film in association with Happy Madison, but that's not what gives me PTSD over it.
Okay.
It's called Leo.
Oh, yeah.
It more than likely has nothing to do with Leo the lion.
I saw that on this list. I was like, what the heck?
It more than likely has nothing to do with that. But I was still thinking, we don't talk about Leo.
Whoa.
Next one is actually the Disney movie for this year. Wish.
Wish, yeah. Apparently it's about where the wishing star came from. Or a story about the wishing star.
If I remember correctly, it is a road above the Mushroom Kingdom. And is protected by a puppet named Gino.
Okay. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I just made a Super Mario RPG reference.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay, I'm like, what in the? It's like, okay, I got that part. And it was like,
yeah. The minute you followed when I said Star Road above the Mushroom
Kingdom,
and then I mentioned it was guarded by a puppet. That threw you. Admittedly, that's a bit more obscure,
right?
But anyway, the next one I've got on the list is Migration.
Oh yeah, it's
the Illumination film.
Yes,
after Mario Brothers.
Yes.
But I know nothing else about it other than it sounds like it's a journey film.
Yeah.
Bunch of animals, probably some birds, I'm guessing, traveling from the north, from North America to South America.
Yeah. Migration.
Yeah. Actually, I think I have seen the trailer for this, and it's like about a character who can't fly, still having to go on that migration.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what I saw.
Oh, okay.
If it's not, why hasn't a movie like that been made about a bird who can't fly who still has to go on the migration route? Just saying. So every other thing I have on this list it either just says 2023 or does not give me any release information whatsoever. So good chance this stuff's not coming out this year.
Possibly.
But we'll go over it right quick anyway. We've got an Argentina film named Gilgamesh. A Spanish film named Gus the Guide Dog. A U.S. film that's going to Netflix, or made by Netflix, called High in the Clouds. An Apple TV and Skydance animation film called Spellbound.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
That kind of looked, I think that I've heard that one. I think it looked interesting.
Yeah.
Netflix animation, and I think this is one of the other Chinese studios ones. The Monkey King.
Okay.
Probably, I'm guessing, based on the title, it is based on Journey to the West.
Yes.
The same thing the first season of Dragon Ball was based on.
Yes.
So that could be an interesting one also.
Yes.
We got another Russian film, The Warrior Princess. If it ain't about Xena, I don't know how much I care. We've got an untitled Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles spinoff film.
Yeah.
Which, from what I was looking at earlier when we looked at Mutant Mayhem, may be connected to that more than anything else.
Probably.
Then we've got Mortal Kombat Legends Cage Match coming out from Warner Brothers.
Okay.
Don't have any idea what that would be about other than it's Mortal Kombat. So it'll be bloody.
Yeah.
More than likely. I doubt no, because the last Mortal Kombat film was PG-13, wasn't it? It wasn't R.
No.
So it could still be decent.
It could.
Then Nickelodeon is putting out an untitled SpongeBob SquarePants spinoff film. And then here's one I know we will not be watching, me and you. Being put out by Nickelodeon. Baby Shark's Big Movie.
I saw that. I saw that in the list. I was like, oh my gosh, yes, they're going to do it. Because, of course, why not?
Why are they doing that? I don't know.
Because Baby Shark was a thing, and then it died, and then all of a sudden they make a TV show and it comes back.
And the thing is,
And my nieces and nephew liked it when they were younger.
Baby Shark when I was in junior high, and no one knew what it was until that stupid song came out on YouTube.
Right.
And it was connected to I heard it in like a Christian connected thing.
Oh my, yeah.
Yeah. It was weird. Anyway,
That is true.
next is actually a Cartoon Network film that I'm
Okay.
assuming is going straight to Cartoon Network or
Probably.
HBO Max, probably. I don't know yet. It's connected to their show Craig of the Creek.
Okay.
It's just Craig of the Creek, the movie. But I've not watched the show, so I don't know anything about it.
Ah.
Then we have Justice League War World.
I
don't know what War World is. Is that where Darkseid is from?
No, that's Apocalypse.
Well, then I don't know what that is.
Yep.
But then there's another Justice League movie.
Oh gosh.
Justice League Cross Ruby.
Uh-huh.
Superheroes and Huntsmen Part 1. You know what Ruby is, right?
Yes, I'm aware what Ruby is.
Okay. This will be interesting. I no matter how you look at it.
Okay.
Wonder Woman and Ruby are just going to get along so well. That's all I'm saying. Along with the other girls. But anyway.
Right. All I can say is I can't wait for, I don't know how this would happen, but it would be fun. It's literally Hasbro and Nickelodeon doing a movie together.
That doesn't narrow it down in the slightest.
Turtles, Power Rangers.
Nickelodeon owns Turtles. Never mind.
Yes.
Sorry.
Hasbro owns.
I was about to go. Nickelodeon doesn't even have the distribution rights to Power Rangers anymore. Nope, that's not what you were talking about.
Nope.
Okay, next thing on my list, it's a Japanese film, Rabbit's Kingdom the movie.
I saw that.
I don't know what that is.
Kingdom Rabbits?
Kingdom Rabbits?
Isn't that the video?
Kingdom Rabbits. I'm now thinking of Sora with giant rabbit ears. And now Goofy with giant rabbit ears. And Donald with giant rabbit ears. Gee, Robert, Donald, watch me pull myself out of a hat.
Yup.
Again, I'm now thinking of a Bullwinkle skit. But anyway, moving on.
Well, Rabbit Kingdom. Isn't that a video game?
There's Rabbids.
Rabbids.
It's different.
Okay, well, never mind.
And besides that, I clicked the link to see what it was.
Mm-hmm.
These are not rabbits. These are humans. It is connected to Vocaloid, the CG music producing thing.
I have no idea.
Well, anyway.
Oh, it's part of like an idol group.
Kinda.
Okay, interesting.
Looks like.
Weird.
Movie coming out next year and it's called Rabbit Kingdom. I have no idea what it is, and it probably won't be over here for a while.
Rabbit.
If it ever comes over here.
Right.
Still think, yeah, it should probably be Kingdom Hearts related. But anyway. Also, there's a untitled South Park film apparently on its way.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't have any opinion on South Park.
Me either. Not really. I saw the original movie and I was like, okay, that was different.
Yeah, I turned that one off like a minute into it because it's like, wow, this hit the 3-strike limit like super quick. Because I have this rule when I'm just watching something by myself. I have 3 strikes. Every movie gets 3 strikes. If the movie hits 3 strikes before like the first 3/4 of the film are done, or I feel like I can't hang around, it makes no sense to keep going, I shut it off.
Okay.
Most films at least are so close to being finished when that 3rd strike hits, I go ahead and finish it. That hit 3 strikes a minute in.
Oh gosh, I can imagine.
Because it's South Park. What was I thinking?
Oh gosh. So is that
anyway?
Is that everything?
I got 2 more.
Okay, 2 more.
3 more. Sorry, 3 more. Escape from Hat.
I saw.
I don't know what that is.
I saw a poster for it.
It's a Netflix thing. I can tell that much. Yeah, Wikipedia doesn't give me a picture. It says leak, a desperate and magical rabbit rallies an unexpected band of allies and undertakes an impossible quest to escape from inside a magician's hat and defeating evil black cats as Leek returns to the human boy he dearly loves. Oh, that could be interesting. Next on my list, from the United Kingdom, Hit Pig.
Hit Pig.
I really want this to be like the Hitman video games, but with the pigs. Just the same game. I know it's a movie, but an adaptation of that kind of a story, but
with pigs.
No, just the pig. Just the Hitman pig is the Hit Pig is a pig. Everyone else is humans. Better yet, live action humans, and the pig is CG.
Oh,
because of course the pig would be CG.
Of course.
Actually, I'd take it as this needs to be Miss Piggy.
Oh my god.
I'd watch the fool out of that.
You would.
Last thing I've got on my list is something called Dahlia and the Red Book.
Okay.
I know nothing about this either, and it doesn't give me a link to look at it. All I know is it's from Argentina and Peru.
Ah.
So it's South American.
Okay.
And that is everything on the list I have.
Okay.
So of all the movies we just talked about, which one are you most looking forward to seeing?
Well, first, I want to point out one that was very glaringly missing on your list. It's not...
Blame Wikipedia.
That is true. But it's not live action. It's an adaptation of a animated movie. The Little Mermaid.
That's not animated.
Yes, but we've done movies that are adaptations.
One. We reacted to one.
Yes.
The only other one of those live action ones we did as part of the Movie of the Week podcast.
That is true.
With your brother. I nearly called him Jimmy.
No, that'd be our father.
Jim. Which was Mulan Ball Z.
Mulan Ball Z. No.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
With the Chinese concentration camp in the background, they failed to CG out. Less on that.
Yes, less on that, the better.
So yeah, there is technically a Little Mermaid movie coming out that I will probably hate. I'm sorry. Some of the live action Disney remakes have been okay.
Yes.
Some have been good.
Mm-hmm.
I just strongly suspect, having watched the trailer for this one, there was a teaser, wasn't there?
There's a trailer out now.
Yeah, I thought there was a trailer out. And I think I'd seen it. It's one of those things where you start saying something and you go, wait a minute. Did I actually see that?
No, wait. Hold on.
I think I've seen some production stills that they put out.
Yeah.
But something tells me, and this has nothing to do with cast or anything like that.
Okay.
I know that's what people are going to think because I know the cast list for that Little Mermaid movie is controversial.
Mm-hmm.
Just something besides that, just something about it makes me go, I bet I'm not going to like this one. I don't know. I can't really give you more of an idea on that than that because I'm not sure myself.
I got you.
It's just something tells me I'm probably not going to like it. But anyway.
I know I'm going to go watch it. I know that.
Well, I know you are. You probably have seen the other live action version, one they did on ABC a couple years ago with the flounder who literally looked like a dead fish.
No, I haven't seen that yet. They've done it.
It's on Disney Plus. I saw it on there.
Yeah.
And I'm going, why would you let the public see this again? That thing was raked through the coals. Good night. The Little Mermaid level in Kingdom Hearts 2, which is garbage, is better than that.
Wow.
I'm sorry. That movie the ABC special just did not look like Finny Fun.
Finny Fun?
You still don't know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't.
Okay, I will explain it since it's going to be a while till I get to it on Untangling Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2 both have levels based on the Little Mermaid.
Right.
The first game is more like a normal Kingdom Hearts level where you've got combat and everything in a 3-dimensional space. In Kingdom Hearts 2, on the other hand, the Heartless hadn't made it to that world yet.
Okay.
But Ursula was already being a pain. So this world is a kind of it's set up like a series of mini games.
Okay.
Specifically rhythm-based mini games.
Oh, jeez.
Now,
I remember seeing something
there
about
are
that.
5 levels. There is, of course, one based on Under the Sea, because of course.
Of course.
There is one based on Kiss the Girl, of course. And there's another one that's actually a song from the movie, but I can't think of what it is right now.
Part of Your World?
Probably Part of Your World. More than likely Part of Your World.
Part of Your World. Oh, come on. Poor Unfortunate Soul.
I don't think it was Poor Unfortunate Soul because the villain song, we only get one villain song and it is original.
Okay.
Because there's 2 original songs on there. At least.
Really?
The first one is a tutorial song.
Gotcha.
So it's just there enough to teach you how to do that part of the game. And it is horrible.
Okay.
The reason I call it, the last line of that song is Ariel singing, "We'll have a lot of finny fun." That's why I make the finny fun joke.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because
gotcha.
you finish that thing and going, whoever wrote this did not speak English. And I don't blame Yoko Shimomura for this because I don't think she wrote lyrics. I think somebody else had to write these lyrics. And then Ariel's voice actress, you have to help me here. Because it was that actress.
Yes, it's the same actress who plays Ariel.
Anyway.
Yeah. And
she had to sing this, and it was like, this is a horrible song, and you wouldn't listen to this song. Disney would not have put this song in the film. If
Jodie Benson.
Yeah. They would not put this song in the film. But the funny one is the fight with Ursula at the end, because it's also an original song, and it's Ursula singing the whole time.
Oh gosh, and it's she recently passed away last year.
Except I don't think she actually played Ursula in the game. She might have. I could be wrong.
Okay.
I have been wrong before. I'll be wrong again, and I'll admit I have not until right this second, because of course now I'm doing it. I have not looked up if that was the original voice actor in Kingdom Hearts 2. So let me look right quick, see if that is who I think it is. Why did it go to Wikipedia? I was looking for IMDb. While I'm thinking about it. Okay. I wouldn't put it past them for it to be the actual voice actress, but also don't know how much voice acting she was doing at the time. I know she did some Tangled animated series, which is why I'm thinking. I mean, she was replaced by Maleficent, for crying out loud. Pat Carroll.
Pat Carroll, thank you.
And Pat Carroll was playing the voice there.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah. So yeah, okay, I was wrong. It is Pat Carroll singing this song, and it is funny. When we get done tonight, I'm gonna load that up.
Okay.
For you. Because I still have my save file past that point.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I'll probably be horrible at it, but we'll get there when we get there. What were we talking about when we got on that subject?
A Little Mermaid?
Oh, Little Mermaid, yeah. I'm probably not going to enjoy it.
Okay.
I'll watch it more than likely, but I probably won't enjoy it.
Okay.
Not exactly a good thing, probably going into a film, but...
Probably not.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anything else before we move into other parts of the show?
No, I think we're good.
Well, since, of course, we're not reviewing anything tonight, I'm going to go ahead and go to the... bumpers. That's what I'm looking for. And we'll talk to y'all about looking back at previous episodes of the Cel Cast when we get back. Plus, a look forward into what we might be reviewing next.
This podcast is a proud member of Culture Box. Whether you enjoy geeky reviews, comedy, or original fiction, you can open up the Culture Box and find something excellent for your soul. Point your web browser to culturebox.media.
This week, we suggest checking out the Untold Podcast, which is a speculative fiction podcast using the genres of sci-fi, fantasy, and horror, among others, in order to engage the culture's imagination from a Christian worldview. Every month, Nathan James Norman produces and narrates a new story presented in a unique and dynamic way. Check out the Untold Podcast at theuntoldpodcast.com to listen and leave a review on Apple Podcasts.
The Cel Cast would like to thank the following patrons: Josh Adams, Ashley Ruiz, Book of Gaming,
And PaulJPowers.com.
To get your name on the show, plus uncut episodes, early access to the Cel Cast Plus reviews, and special art from Jacob, please donate to us on Patreon.
Why did I never think to pause that before?
I have no idea.
Our chat has been relatively quiet.
But thank you anyways.
Bobo does say, when we were talking about the temperature earlier, that it was still single digits there with a -2 wind chill. I feel sorry for you, Bobo.
Yeah.
I really do.
Uh-huh.
Be ready to jump into the next section?
Yes.
Okay, before we do, because we didn't actually workshop any of this before we started.
No, we didn't.
Do you want to do the look back, or do you want to go ahead and do the poll next?
Let's do the poll first.
Let's do the poll. Okay, let me go ahead and bring that up. I don't know why it's showing me Felicia Day.
Not a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing. I like Felicia Day. It's just not what I'm looking for.
Oh, Retro Rewind is doing the Never Ending Story.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay. Ready?
Hold on. Who's be like, okay, I'm watching the stream right now. Who is this with Paul?
I'm guessing his wife or his mother.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I don't know. We'll find out, because we'll probably raid them when we get done with the stream.
Probably. And how Roy's got his setup. He's over the big fluffy dog dragon.
Of course he is.
Of course.
Did I send you that picture?
No, apparently not.
Of Roy on his mount?
Oh, yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Do you want to know how that happened?
How?
I was watching his stream one night.
Uh-huh.
And he gets to a point where you're making fun of, it's what we do. We make fun of the cat.
Right.
Pulling his leg. And somebody, I don't know who it was, said, who did not know the Roy joke.
Oh, gosh.
Roy, is that the guy that rides Trigger? But Francisco, when he read that, did not say Trigger. He read it as Tigger. And I think I immediately typed in to the chat, hold on, I've got to Photoshop something.
Oh, that's right. Roy writing Tigger. You're welcome, Roy.
Anyway, you ready for this?
Yes, it's going to do it.
So, before we go too much farther into the show, we are doing something interesting.
Yeah.
Starting this month. At the end, the last episode of every month is not going to be a normal episode of the show.
Yes.
We are going to be every other month. It's going to be either the Cel Cast Rewind, where we're going back to our season 1 episodes and re-reviewing them in the current format, which means we're going from Frozen to The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes.
The episodes in between there are the only episodes we did in the old format.
Yes.
And we're going back and re-reviewing them.
Yes.
And to pick these, we did post a poll on our Facebook page,
Mhm.
and the 4 we picked for our viewers to look through
Mhm.
were Summer Wars,
Mhm.
Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker,
Yep.
Tangled, and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Yes.
So to pull this out as long as I possibly can, because that's what you do, right?
Right.
With 1 vote, Summer Wars.
Mhm.
With 2 votes, Tangled.
Oh.
Shame.
Yes.
Do you want to guess between the next 2? You've already looked, haven't you?
I'm looking at it now.
Dang it. With 4 votes, Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker, which means at the end of this month, we will be reviewing, once again, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Yay!
And I don't think we've talked about it too terribly much, but this pretty much picks the order for the next 4 rewinds, correct?
It does.
Right. So February is Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
April's is Batman Beyond.
Yes.
June. That's the next.
June.
June is Tangled. And August, we will end summer with Summer Wars. That's actually apropos.
That is apropos.
We didn't do that on purpose.
Yeah. And so be like, I think we talked about this, be like actually having people on as guests.
If they want, if y'all want to be on that episode, DM me in Discord.
Yeah.
We will get that. We can't really play too much with the schedules because we've got other things going on. And so, we're pretty much stuck to Friday nights.
Yeah.
So if you want to be on one of those episodes, talk to us on our Discord channel. We will talk back. Probably once you get a hold of us, we'll probably private message you, or you can private message us. Either way.
Yes.
Either me or Jacob. I'll probably answer faster because I'm on Discord more than Jacob is.
Yes.
But do that, and or message us on Facebook. Pretty much, you just get a hold of us, and we'll see about getting you on an episode if you want to.
Yeah.
We'll be looking forward sometime in the next week because we haven't actually talked about what we're doing on the Cel Cast Plus yet. But what that's going to be is that on the months we're not doing Cel Cast Rewind, it's going to be us looking at live action movies. Because guess what? We like to watch those too.
Yes, we do.
And we've had to stretch to get a couple of movies that might actually be technically live action films on this list.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And I ain't just talking about Little Shop of Horrors. I'm also talking about Scooby-Doo.
That is true.
Because that was pushing it also.
Yes, but also it was an adaptation of a cartoon and movies.
Don't care. It was still... It had more. I will admit to you, it had more animation than Little Shop of Horrors.
That is true.
That's the only thing I'll admit about that. Just saying it was pushing it about as much as that was.
That is true. But also, you wanted to do a certain Gojira movie.
I'm going to be getting some Gojira in here somewhere. Because the only issue with the Godzilla stuff is ideally it needs to be something that's got an English dub, and most of the Godzilla stuff I have is not.
True.
But there is one I think I want to force you to watch.
Okay.
Actually, there's another one I have, relatively newer, that does have an English dub. I just realized that you do need to watch.
Okay.
Because it's written by it's directed by one of your favorite directors.
Oh, okay.
Of a certain other giant mech anime.
Which we might be reviewing.
After X-Men.
Yes.
So look forward to that. Next thing we have to talk about is our memories of the past 4 years.
Oh my gosh.
Let me bring this up. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and ask us. We'll start with our favorite episodes of the last year.
Oh, okay.
That sound good?
The last year. Okay.
Yeah, just last year. We'll get to the other years in a minute, but this
is
the most recent year. Give it, its full due.
Yeah.
What is your favorite movie from this past year that we've reviewed?
Gosh.
Favorite episode.
That's kind of a hard one because you have The Chipmunk Adventure, that was like the one that blew everything out of the water.
Well, it's the one that started that. Yes.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Obviously The Cat Returns from Miyazaki month. I love that movie to death. Sub-Zero, Weathering with You.
Sub-Zero.
Batman.
Oh yeah, Batman and Mr. Freeze,
Sub-Zero.
You said Sub-Zero. I'm thinking, we didn't review a Mortal Kombat film.
Let's see. Lupin the Third, the first. I really enjoyed the film. Belle, I really enjoyed it. Fievel Goes West. There again, a treasure from my childhood. Love that film. The small one. Be like, oh my gosh, that was such a good little film.
I'm glad I could introduce that one to you.
Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised you had never watched it before.
Yeah, that was good. Let me think. Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Yeah,
our
and that was just a reaction. That wasn't a full episode.
Yeah, that was just that was fun watching in theaters, and it was fun watching your reaction. Be like, I'm right.
I was claiming I was right long before that point.
Oh yeah, I know.
But that part there where we're watching the after credits scene, I'm going, you better pick up that phone because I called it.
Oh my gosh, but yeah, I mean, like it's so hard to actually just pick like the favorite movie that we did because there's so many good films we did this year. If I was to pick one, oh my gosh, this is a hard one. Oh my gosh. Oh, I was just looking at probably my favorite, probably just The Cat Returns. Because there again, it's a Miyazaki Ghibli film, which is just brilliantly done.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, it was cool that we had Paul J. Powers on that .com on that episode. That was really, really cool. So I personally, I have to go with The Cat Returns.
Okay. Ones that I fondly remember watching this year.
Yes.
I mean, you've got the Aristocats.
Yes, that was a good.
That
episode.
was a fun one. Muppets Take Manhattan was a fun one for me because it's one of my it's one of the good Muppet movies.
Yeah, I agree.
We also did Labyrinth, not Labyrinth.
No,
why did I say that? Dark Crystal. No, Dark Crystal was last year.
Dark Crystal was last year.
I'm getting my movies confused. My apologies. We also did Yu-Gi-Oh! The Dark Side Dimensions.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not saying
Dallas.
I'm not saying that's a great movie. Do not get me wrong.
Oh my gosh.
But that was a fun one to review.
The fact that it was a lead up from Dallas from Geek Devotions who put it out, called us out. You have to do a Yu-Gi-Oh! You have to do Yu-Gi-Oh!
It came up because for those who don't know this story, because I don't even know if you know this whole story.
I know part of it.
Yes. At the beginning of last year, I'm talking January before season 4 started.
Yeah.
We missed the release of a film for reactions in Kanto.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And I happened to mention this. I don't know if it was in a Culture Box thing. I don't remember if it was in someone's stream.
Right. That's
but
right.
I mentioned we hadn't gotten around to it yet. And Geek Devotion started saying, you need to review Encanto. Stop what you're doing right now. Go review Encanto.
Yes.
And I said, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. And it was kind of, being...
It just kept pushing.
And I don't remember exactly why this came up, but sometime after that point, I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Got mentioned.
Yeah.
And I had mentioned that I watched it, but I didn't think you had, because I was fairly certain you had.
No,
because that wouldn't have been your thing.
No, because I started watching.
You were a kid. You hung out. You hung out on Fox Kids, not Kids WB.
Exactly.
So I mean, you would not have. That's why you didn't watch Pokemon growing up.
Yeah.
Obviously, why you wouldn't have watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Either. And he says, "Okay, after you review Encanto." Actually, I did keep saying Encanto.
Yeah, you said Encanto.
I kept saying Encanto.
Encanto.
Because after I said it wrong and got corrected the first time, it became a running joke.
It did.
And I held to that bit until we reviewed the movie. Was it a review or a reaction?
Very.
I don't know. I think it was a
Encanto.
Review. I think
Encanto was a reaction.
Yeah. So we still haven't reviewed Encanto.
Dallas, if you want to come on and do that, you're more than welcome.
Anyway. Brain just farted.
Welcome to my world.
That was a fun one.
Yes.
Another fun one that we kind of just mentioned. Pokemon Detective Pikachu.
Oh my gosh.
With your cousin Josh.
Yes.
Which I'm just going to say this. I'm assuming Josh listens to the show still.
Yeah.
I haven't heard from you in months. I have texted you 100 times in Discord. If you are out there, text me just so I know you're okay.
Yeah.
I would love to know because Jacob here, great guy as he is, I don't know if he's ever actually checked up on you like I keep asking him.
I just forget. I apologize. I forget.
But yeah, Josh, if you're out there, just let me know.
Yes.
You're safe. I've had other people ask for you in other things we're both involved with. So yeah, wherever you are, man, I hope you're okay.
Yeah.
Anywho.
So I want to lead that up.
Weathering with You is also another good one. And
Yes,
Sub-Zero.
agreed.
And of course, my childhood favorite, Rockadoodle.
Rockadoodle. Yeah, that was a good episode.
Yeah.
That was a good episode.
Anyway, you about to say?
So we did Rumble right before that.
Yes, with Nate Marchand
from the Monster Island Film Vault and
Henshin Man
and
the Power Trip. And give him another week. He'll have another podcast to do.
Say what?
No, he won't.
So
he's about to take a break from Henshin Men until they get done with the Power Trip. Then he'll get Henshin Men going again.
Oh my gosh.
That's what he's told me. But we'll see when we get there. But so, ironically, that's the one we did right after the 3rd anniversary episode.
Yes.
And then he's going to be on the show again.
That's right.
2 weeks after this one. So if this keeps going, he will be in when we get to May, it will be 20 years from now when he's on that May episode.
Oh my god!
If it keeps going week to week, I'm sure if when we ever do a Godzilla film, he'll be on it.
Oh, he'll be on it. He'll be on it definitely. Yeah. So be like,
probably would be, just so everyone's aware of the one I was talking about. Probably Shin Godzilla.
Oh, okay, gotcha. That's what I thought you meant.
Yeah. So because I need to let you borrow that film anyway. Good, that'd be a good one to review.
Yeah. So we did. I want to say Shin Godzilla. We did Rumble. We did Rumble with Nate.
Yes.
And then the next episode was the Rescuers. And then we did Detective Pikachu.
Nope. After that was Chipmunk Adventure.
Okay.
Then Rockadoodle. Then Thumbelina. Then Weathering with You. Then Batman and Mr. Freeze Sub-Zero. Then Lupin the Third, the First. Then Detective Pikachu.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
I'm looking at the website right now.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. So we get to this episode. Josh is on it. Bless his heart. He gets on. The first thing he says, be like, I can't believe you didn't invite me to go for Rumble. You know how much I love wrestling. And he's just ripping us a new one for it.
And I knew he was. No, that you got to remember, he sent us audio for Rumble.
That's right. He did.
Ripping us apart for not having the wrestling guy on his.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Oh my gosh.
On our wrestling movie.
That was hysterical. Good memories. Good memories.
But anyway, yeah.
So I wanted to go into some of the obviously we did reactions to Encanto, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, The Bad Guys, which I really enjoyed that film.
Yeah.
Lightyear, which was it's okay. DC's League of Super Pets, which was okay.
That was a fun one.
That was fun. Dragon Ball Superheroes.
Also a fun one.
It was fun.
I have issues with the animation, but we've talked about that.
That is true. And then we did sorry. We did Pinocchio 2022 on Disney Plus. Anyways, so yeah, we did
one of apparently 3 Pinocchio movies that came out last year.
We still need to do Guillermo del Toro's.
It's on the list.
Yes, it is on the list. Agreed.
So yes.
So what about disliked movies that we did?
Well, let me ask you this first before we do that. Do we want to include Bad Movie Month in disliked movies or leave that separate? Because I have a feeling if we include it, we both have the same one.
I would, in that case, let's just put Bad Movie Month on a different section.
Yes, I think that's most fair because let's face it, the Emoji Movie,
Titanic,
Food Fight, Titanic, The Legend Goes On. That's only that laugh will only make sense for the video watchers.
Yes.
And then Leo, the stupid vegetarian lion.
You're welcome.
You know, I'm looking at the website.
Uh-huh.
These on here, and of course, it has your album art in there.
Yes.
And the one for Leo, I don't remember if you remember.
Oh,
this.
yes.
You combined what's her name from Tangled,
The dragon.
with Figment.
Yeah. Wait a minute. What? Hold on.
Yeah.
Pull that around.
Red with Figment's body.
Oh, yeah.
Because Figment was a lot more fun to look at than Leo was.
That is true. Oh, yeah, because that's right. She got that was the end of season 3, and she got transformed into like she had her head and a dragon. So I was like, and so I just made Figment.
But I like to think that's also a unconscious reference to Leo's children.
Oh gosh! Oh,
those abominations.
Okay, so go back and listen to that episode.
Go back and listen to that episode anyway.
Oh my gosh, that was so terrible. When we picked Bad Movie Month for 2022. Oh my god, we picked them. We picked them.
And honestly, as much as we talk about not liking those films, I think I enjoyed doing Bad Movie Month.
Yeah, I enjoyed it myself personally.
Doing it again this year.
Yes, we torture ourselves for your entertainment.
It's a weird thing when you're watching that, because it's like, this is horrible. This is dumb. I'm gonna have so much fun talking about this. And the thing is, with Leo, I thought until we got started with the episode, I was not going to have anything to talk about. And then I laid into that thing.
You did.
I stole Nate's Rant Master.
You did. So I'm trying to remember, because I'm actually leaning over to look at his pad.
Oh, yeah.
Which one was it? I can't remember what. No. Back up. No. Hold on. Which one was it? I can't remember. Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
100% Wolf.
100% Wolf. The prequel to Bad Movie Month.
Oh,
the unintentional prologue.
Oh my gosh,
that was so weird, because we got. Actually, we had another one right before that. No, that was actually a good movie. Never mind. I was thinking back to that other bad Marvel movie we watched last year.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Actually, that one.
Heroes United.
Heroes Unite.
Oh
yeah, Heroes United. Because Iron Man, Captain America, Heroes United. That might be the worst thing we saw last year.
Oh,
that was not in Bad Movie Month.
Yeah, that was terrible. Oh my gosh.
That was
or Ugly Dolls.
Ugly Dolls is also very close, but I think at least Ugly Dolls
tried.
There was effort
agreed.
There. It wasn't a lot of effort.
Right.
But it's like I said during Bad Movie Month, if you can't be good, be interesting. Ugly Dolls was at least interesting. Agreed. It was not good.
Agreed.
Captain America, Iron Man, Heroes United, on the other hand.
Oh my gosh.
That was a movie I put on the list because Culture Box, for the Culture Box stuff, we need something that was patriotic that month.
Yes.
And B, it's like, well, we haven't done a Marvel movie yet outside of Spider-Man, and we've done a lot of Batman. I need to balance the scales a little bit.
Yes.
Oh my word, that was bad.
That was really bad.
But anyway.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Like we get through that little segment of okay, Ugly Dolls, okay, it's not a good movie. Then you get to Heroes United, which was a train wreck of a movie, which was not good at all.
Right.
You get the epilogue to Bad Movie Month, which is 100% Wolf, which was prologue to Bad Movie Month, which is the movie I picked because I saw it and I was like, this seems interesting. How much of a train wreck of a movie that was.
Oh, yeah. That was one of those I remember being about halfway through it and going, why are we watching this?
It's a bad movie.
It's a bad movie. A week early.
We torture ourselves early. And then we get into Bad Movie Month for 2022.
Oh, and we picked some stinkers.
We did. Oh my.
Yeah, that's the thing. The first one on the list was your choice, and it was the Emoji Movie.
Yes.
And I remember having watched that one before because that was the only one of these four I had watched ahead before that point.
Yes.
And I remember thinking, yeah, this is just pitiful. It's just a pitiful Wreck-It Ralph knockoff.
Yeah.
Basically. And that's what it is. I just remember being pitiful. I was like, this will probably be the most expensive one. Sure, they're all going to be about this quality.
Yeah.
Except then I went on there and put the movie I'd been threatening you with for years.
Oh my
Food
God.
Fight. Which was worse than I expected.
Oh my gosh, that was terrible.
Because I had only seen clips from other reviews, which was the good parts, apparently.
That was just...
And then Titanic, the legend goes on. That was
cringy.
That was cringy, but that was at least interesting.
That is true.
Because they actually put a lot of work into it.
They did.
It was fun to see what they were ripping off in each scene.
Yes.
But all of that fails in comparison to the worst movie I think I have seen in 35 years of living.
Leo the lion.
Leo the stupid vegetarian lion.
We don't talk about Leo.
No, we don't.
Whoa. Oh my gosh.
And then, of course, we did Halloween month.
Yes.
And then in the middle of Halloween month, my schedule screwed up.
Yes.
Of work.
Yes.
And we had to change our schedule to where we were then recording on Fridays.
Yes.
Which then meant because we had holidays that went over Fridays, like Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yes.
We even though we had already scheduled episodes we actually already scheduled our guests.
Yeah.
For Miyazaki month. And I had to move stuff around, and there was a couple of those we were not sure.
Yeah, exactly.
They were going to be on until like the last minute, which was Paul.
Yeah,
because Retro records the same night we do.
Yeah,
but they don't record every week, which is why we. Only reason we got Paul on is because for whatever reason they had to delay that week, so we got Paul to talk about Doctor Who the cat.
Yeah, Doctor Who the cat. Yes,
but yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And then December.
Yeah,
which
December
was
Christmas month.
Christmas month. We had 2 regular movies and 2 shorts.
Yes.
Except I think we actually had 1 movie and 3 shorts, if I remember correctly.
It was something like that.
Because one of the movies we put on there was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and it's only 30 minutes long.
That is true.
And then we had the 2 shorts that was on there also.
Yeah.
No. We only did 3 Christmas movies.
That's right, we did.
Because of the change in schedule. Because Christmas week we took off completely.
We did.
Okay, that's what it was. It's been a while, folks. But that was still a good episode also.
Agreed.
And then, of course, we had Indie Shorts Month this last month.
Yeah, we did.
And I don't think there was a stinker in that bunch.
No, they were all really good.
2, 4, 6, 8 shorts that we reviewed. So, yeah. I think we've definitely had a good year.
Yeah, I agree.
Are you curious about some stats from the past 4 years?
So I wanted to start because kind of give TAS a little bit of love.
Oh yeah, we do need, because we did start. We started TAS this month.
This year, yes.
Starting with season 2 of Tangled, and we finished Tangled finally.
Yes,
season 2 and season 3 of Tangled. Rapunzel's
Tangled Adventure.
At that point, that's what it was called.
Yes.
And then we did the 2 seasons of Star Trek Lower Decks. And we are now in the middle of X-Men, the animated series. And there's not been a bad episode in any of these yet.
Not yet.
X-Men has been the one that's been the strangest.
Yeah, agreed.
Because there's a lot of those we're watching going, I'm enjoying this, but objectively,
right?
There's some crunch here.
Yeah, a little bit. And also, we have the if I remember correctly, we have the introduce of Deelit.
Yes, Deelit started. Well, Deelit started at the end of last year.
That's right, she did.
Because she came in during Digimon Adventure Try.
Yeah, she started.
She just said, "Yeah, Drew, get it right." Sorry, Deelit. I apologize. We do appreciate you being here, though. You did have some problems with Jimmy when we were over on the Monster Island Film Vault,
yes.
I know I said I wasn't going to bring it up again, but we're looking back on the past, and that was part of our past. And you did kind of leave us there on the island
a little bit,
which is why you gave us Adam's Frog Zord on our second trip out there from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie, which we appreciate.
Yes.
Thank you. I know you back up. You're welcome, Deela. You're for giving us that. That just sounds like backhand because she thanked me, so I'm supposed to say you're welcome, right?
Yes, exactly.
Except it was thanking me for acknowledging her gift.
Yes.
I'm confused now.
You're all kabuffled.
Anyways.
So yeah,
and I'll be going back. We'll be going back out there sometime this year once we finally get some confirmation back from Nate.
Very cool.
For a certain look at a monster from a galaxy far, far away.
Interesting.
So keep an eye out for that.
So we also have to introduce a show that Drew's doing right now.
Yes. Untangling Kingdom Hearts. I started it twice. Part of it is in the feed. I still need to move it out of the feed and move it over to the other channel.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you look for Untangling Kingdom Hearts, I am going through Kingdom Hearts one bit at a time. I've covered a little bit of Kingdom Hearts Key and a little bit of Kingdom Hearts 1. I am focusing on Kingdom Hearts 1 right now. I will go back to Key because I have watched a little bit further in the Playframe's Let's Play of it and found out, yes, I was about to be where the story finally moves along. So I will go back. I'll be going through both. So keep an eye out for that.
Okay. So before we move on to like what we've done.
And also I got to guest co-host on Henchmen.
That's right.
A couple episodes, which they're not all out yet. Though I have finished my I have one last thing to record, which I'll be recording tomorrow. But I have finished my tenure on that for now. So go check out me talking about the penultimate episodes of Grasshopper Man fighting the evils of the Rainbow Clown Gelshocker. See them kidnap, brainwash children, fight giant weird fusion monsters, some of which actually look interesting, some of which you have to wonder what the producers were smoking.
When was this produced?
1973.
Exactly.
I even learned something about our world because of Kamen Rider.
Really?
Yes. There was an episode about cars flying around, ironically, where they're trying to figure out where how this guy fell out of the sky.
Okay.
And they eventually did find his car, and it had a toll ticket in it that was dated 48 January something. I don't remember the exact date. But this is 1973. Why would he have a toll ticket with a year dated 48? So I had to look that up and learned, it was the 48th year of the Showa era.
Oh,
because it was using the Japanese imperial calendar, which goes by the ages of whichever emperor is in charge at the time, which at the time would have been Hirohito, who is also known as Showa.
Okay.
Now you've all learned that nonsense too.
Oh, okay.
I say it's nonsense. You now know what I mean. Moving on.
Okay. So before we move on, I just want to give a huge shout out to the guests we've had for this season. Nate Marchand, he was on Rumble. Josh Adams, like we said before, he was on Pikachu. Dallas Moore, obviously he was on
Yu-Gi-Oh! The Dark Side of Dimensions.
Yes, that was an excellent episode. So much fun. Cody House from Video Store Rejects, he was on Spirited Away. PaulJPowers.com. From Retro Rewind, he was on The Cat Returns. Celeste Moore and John Haryu was on Howl's Moving Castle.
And they are both pretty much from Geek Devotions.
Yes.
Although John's in so many things.
Apparently.
But you can definitely find him at Geek Devotions in a couple different places. But yeah, that's we do thank y'all for joining us this year.
Mhm.
Hope to have some of y'all back in the coming year.
Exactly. Love to see you guys come back.
Oh yeah.
And if somebody else be like maybe within the network or maybe one of our listeners wants to come on, you are more than welcome to just get with us, DM Drew or myself, and we can work through and see what we can do and what shows, because I know we've got one or two guests lined up already for this year.
We've got one for certain, and I think the other one we're still in talks with.
Oh, okay,
but we'll see.
Okay.
So, are you ready for our top 10 most downloaded episodes since the show began?
Sure, why not?
Our number 10 of the most downloaded episodes, I Don't Want to Be a Pie, Chicken Run.
Okay.
That was from May 9th, 2021.
Okay.
This year's November 23rd, 2022. May All Your Bacon Burn. Howl's Moving Castle. Released on May 23rd, 2020. Kill the Wabbit, kill the Wabbit, kill the Wabbit. One of our Looney Virus episodes for What's Opera Doc.
Wow.
From October 5th, 2019. I do not say blah, blah, blah. Hotel Transylvania. From July 13th, 2019. Are you aching for some bacon? The Lion King.
Oh my gosh, yes. Of course Lion King's going to be there.
From October 12th, 2019. It's Tyra time again. Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island.
Oh my gosh, that's still up there. That is awesome.
It's got 400. I have forgot to mention numbers. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Chicken Run at 251. Howl's Moving Castle has 318. What's Opera Doc has 375. Hotel Transylvania 386. Lion King 447. Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island has 455.
Nice.
From March 12th, 2022, with 581 downloads. Marry the Mole. Thumbelina.
Nah.
You know, we failed to mention that we hated that episode, that movie.
We did. Oh my gosh. I totally forgot. It's like
Giacomo.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Someone shoot that thing.
And if I remember correctly, that's the second most hated bird we've seen on this show. Second most hated bluebird on this show.
Oh my gosh.
The ones from Tom and Jerry live action were bad too.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, the painful memories. Okay.
We're to the top 3. And I would ask you to guess, but I think you know all 3 of these.
Yeah, I know one of them. Yes.
With 608 downloads. The bare necessities are not toilet paper. The Jungle Book.
Yes. Well, be like, it's the Jungle Book. Of course.
Yes. March 1st, 2022, with 1,657 downloads.
Jeez.
The Girls and Boys of Rock and Roll.
Oh, yes.
The Chipmunk Adventure.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And last but not least, on
this one,
released November 6th, 2022, with a total download count of 2,422 downloads.
Say what?
Which makes up, I'm not kidding here, 13.8% of all downloads the show has had.
Wow.
We get, once you meet someone, you never really forget them. Spirited Away.
Are you, what the?
Yes.
Spirited Away?
Spirited Away.
Wow.
I think I've told the story on here.
Maybe.
I'm telling it again.
Okay, tell it again.
we recorded that one first week of November.
Yes.
With Cody House.
Yes.
I get it edited.
Oh,
and
yeah.
released that weekend.
Mhm.
That was still when I was at the beginning of trying to figure out how to get the scheduling in the week in my get the editing in my schedule now at that point. I get it done. It sits on the website for a week. I'm not kidding you. Let's see, what was hang on. Because I'm fairly certain it's still on this thing. I think it had a total of 29 downloads in its first week.
Oh, okay.
Which is pretty good.
That's pretty good. Yeah, agreed.
I am on a Culture Box call with at least Francisco, and I think Dallas was there too.
Yeah.
I got done with them. I got off and started editing The Cat Returns. Or I was getting close to finishing editing The Cat Returns. I think I may have been on the artwork at that point. I go to set it up. I go to Podbean to upload the episode.
Yeah.
I'm a little tired. I'm looking on my on my screen, and I noticed the number for Spirited Away is a little higher than I expected. Because at first I looked at it and thought, is that 4 digits? How? I'm not kidding. First week, first day of when this happened, somehow that Sunday, and I'm not kidding, I could tell by time when it started because of the way the statistics on here were set up.
Yeah.
When I started that Culture Box call, from the time I started to the time I saw that, we had over 1,000 downloads that episode.
Wow.
It was already our second most downloaded episode at the time.
Yeah.
With only Chipmunk Adventure beating it.
Wow.
At that point, because I've been watching Chipmunk Adventure blow up all year long. It was not really a blow up. It was more of a long, drawn out, slowly building, like every week, 30 downloads, 40 downloads, 50 downloads. And I'm going, you can't even find this movie that well anymore. And this episode is blowing up. What is going on? And then I dropped this one, and a week later, I'm like,
detonated.
What the crap? Did we hit an algorithm?
Apparently.
We must have, because within a day, it had already beaten Chipmunk Adventure.
Jeez.
And it still went up.
This is Spirited Away.
Spirited Away. It hit 2,000 downloads by Wednesday.
Jeez.
And from that point onward, it's been just a steady
climb.
10 episodes a week, or 10 or 15 episodes every a week or so, just slowly working its way up about the same speed that Chipmunk Adventure was going, except this had a blow up day one, and I'm going, what just happened? And of course, you see something like that going, you're a little scared to see what the rest of your episodes are going to do. And then we released Howls, and it did a lot better than a lot of our average ones did, because that's our third most downloaded episode of the year.
Wow.
That we released this year was Howls.
Dang. Wow.
Because in a week, it bounced up to like 305.
Jeez.
And I said it ended at what? Hang on, I got off the screen. And it ended at 318. So I mean, it had a very good run too. Yeah, that's our 10 most downloaded episodes.
Wow.
And for the first time, at least half of them are from the past year.
That is nuts.
Just to put that in perspective. Now, of course, a couple of them blew up unexpectedly.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah.
Yeah, there might be a plan, a movie that we have talked about since season 1, wanting to do. Very controversial film. And the ride just closed.
We're going to have to do it soon.
Yeah.
We haven't figured out where it's going to go in there, but yeah.
Yeah. We'll have to get a hold of one of our friends in order to get said movie.
So this is the last bit of statistics I usually give.
Okay.
Our 4 download lists, total downloads right now.
Okay.
Yesterday's downloads, as of this recording, we had 30. 30 people downloaded an episode yesterday.
Nice. Thank you, by the way.
And by yesterday, I mean today, because it already switched over to tomorrow.
Wow.
So 30 episodes today.
Wow.
The last 7 days, 158 downloads. Someone really needs to hurry up and make at least one more download, because last 30 days is 666.
Oh, jeez.
Somebody download something right now. I don't care.
Yeah, it's a number.
It's a number. I don't care. But
Right.
so it's like, that's one of those numbers that you look at and go, huh, that's weird.
Yeah. Oh, believe me, like working in a grocery store, but I had literally customers walk up. It's $6.66. Be like, I need to buy a candy bar.
Yeah. All time total downloads. And I would like to point out, if I remember correctly, we were only at 3 digits at the end, near the end of last year.
Right. We were.
I have to say that because as of right now, 17.5K.
Dude. Yeah. Thank you so much, people. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
And that is not because of anything we're doing.
No.
It's all y'all. We appreciate it for y'all coming and joining us and hanging out with us, because honestly, all me and Jacob really are doing is coming over to my apartment every Friday night and yakking our heads off like we know what we're talking about.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. One, thank you guys so much for your listening, your support. One, I don't think any of this do without the God in Jesus Christ,
Yes,
who is sustained us, and two, our fans, our supporters who have stuck by us, listened to us ramble for the last 4 years.
Yes,
going into our fifth season, and again, there's no words to thank again what you guys have done. It was like 17.5
K. That means 17,500 total downloads.
Jeez, thank you guys again so much.
We ended last year at 3 digits, I believe. It may have been 4,
maybe,
because I think it was at 4.
Okay.
Now I apologize. I made it somewhere. I think I actually did not go back and listen to last year's episode, but I think we might have been like at 4 somewhere in like the 5,000s. It's still, we had twice as many downloads this year as we had last year. Now, granted, over the course of 3 different episodes, we had a lot of them, but
boom, boom, boom.
But still, thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Yes.
For putting up with us.
Yes.
Putting up with our crazy shenanigans.
Yeah, it's just like to kind of recap it, like we started this thing off as just like a dream idea for me. This guy plugged himself into it, and it would be like if Drew wasn't been here, I guarantee this show probably wouldn't have happened.
I thank you for that.
Yeah, you're welcome. But
admittedly, at the time when we started this podcast, I honestly was not sure if I was wanting to get back into podcasting.
Yeah,
I had previously done a podcast,
right? That,
if we're being honest, I don't think ended on good terms, and I think my co-host from that would agree.
Yeah,
on that, because that show was in a weird position when we finally came to an end. So I pulled the plug. I'll be honest. I'm the one who pulled the plug on it.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure if I was ready to come back to podcasting.
Yeah.
And you brought it up, and I remember thinking, that sounds like a cool idea for a show.
Yeah.
B, I want to be on an episode.
Yeah.
And then I started bugging you about it.
Constantly.
Not really constantly.
Not constantly, but
I mean, I remember I replied to your Facebook post.
Yes.
We were doing the Sunday night Bible study at that time at Denny's. We were still at Denny's. And I asked you about it.
And
you said, I would gladly have you on at least for a guest episode.
Yeah.
I thought, it's probably about the best I could hope for.
Right.
And then we just kept talking about it, and all of a sudden, I'm on the show. Whether because I invited myself on.
You did. You inserted yourself into the project,
right? But neither one of us, I think, were certain this was going to go anywhere.
Oh yeah.
Until the night we went to go see the Transformers the movie, and we realized, holy crap, I think we have chemistry.
I think so. I think there was a click.
I think we both realized it on that ride home, talking about Transformers the movie.
Yes.
And then it just came about. It just came out. It's like, hey, got to get the equipment, got to get set up, got to figure out what this is going to be. And I remember my first thought was, what is our first episode going to be? And you said Frozen. I'm getting somewhere with this.
Go for it. I know.
And I remember thinking, Frozen, why would we review Frozen? Frozen is a stupid movie. I hate that movie. And then you told me why you suggested it. Because it would be a good icebreaker. And I'm sitting there going, that's not a pun I can pass. Let's do it.
Yep.
And 2 months later, we recorded Frozen, the icebreaker. And now 4 years later, almost to the day, we're going to be reviewing Frozen 2 next week. It's a week off because technically this episode is on the anniversary of Frozen 1.
Right. It's close.
Close enough.
Close enough. And it's like you have all these like great moments where we're reviewing films that probably like I've never seen before or he's never seen before. And it's just like you go do reactions to films in theaters. Oh my gosh. It's not Weathering with You. It was Your Name. Oh my gosh,
and
Your Name.
You know what? That's gonna be on the list soon.
Yes.
For Rewind. Because that's one of the ones we get to re-review.
Yes.
And that was the one I was most worried about showing you.
Oh my gosh.
And you know why?
Yeah.
It's the first half hour of that movie where they're switching bodies.
Yes.
It's like, me and Jacob are somewhat friends.
Yeah.
I don't know if we know each other well enough. I don't know if I know him well enough to know how he will react to that because I wasn't sure where you sat on some things.
Right.
Which I think is fair.
Right. Fair enough.
And I think I warned you about
you did
that.
You did.
And I think I didn't have to.
No, you didn't. I was like, oh, okay, this makes sense. And it's like, okay, dude, stop.
Yes.
I understand. Be like, if you're in that situation, you're a dude to be like, yeah, you might do that.
Yes. But
every time.
But you have to realize that.
Yeah, I just think I get it.
Yeah, I do get that. But the funnest part of that is the last time it happens and you're actually happy to see it.
Yes, I agree. Oh my gosh. Yes.
But moving on.
Yes. Moving on. It's like, yeah, this has been a journey. This has been
and we've
a thrill.
Enjoyed every minute of it.
Like it's one of those God things that God puts together.
Oh yeah.
Because if Drew had not moved from
Glendale to Jacksonville
to get a job, and
if I hadn't have just decided I'm gonna go try Central Baptist Church,
right,
we never would have met.
No, we never have.
Even though ironically, we are 2 buildings away from each other.
Exactly.
So 2 half buildings. Anyways, there's a parking lot between us, as we've always said.
Yes. So I think this is very much, God kind of took this and be like, this is where we've gone so far with this. And I'm very thankful to have you as a friend, a brother in Christ, and someone I deeply care about as a friend. And that it has been an honor working with you. And definitely as our engineer. And there again, half the stuff that you listen to now or watch right now is a lot of what Drew did. And so thank you.
I try. That means every issue you've ever had with the video or the audio, that's also my fault. Because I will admit to you, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm making all this up as I go along. I think the only other weird thing is I think I tried to stream again this year.
Yeah.
And then I stopped because I can't stream games at the same time and be entertaining. But I did do a Gundam stream, a Gunpla stream, and I may do another Gunpla stream once I have money to get another Gunpla. But yeah, I've enjoyed podcasting with you. There's a lot of movies I never would have reviewed if I had even had this idea in the first place.
Yeah.
So I didn't have this idea to do it in the first place. There's a lot of movies here I would never watch had you not forced me to.
Anastasia.
We don't talk about bar talk.
Oh,
except we will.
Yes, we will talk about bar talk. Eventually on Rewind, we will.
We will. A couple other films I wish you hadn't forced me to watch. And I ain't talking about Bad Movie Month.
No. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yep.
But I've enjoyed podcasting with you. I appreciate you putting up with me because I know I can be a bit annoying about something.
Can't we all?
Talking to the mic.
Exactly.
Yes, you have to wear your headphones throughout the entire episode. But anyway.
I'd be like, I'm the exact same way. Be like, I think it's like even our pastor said this once, where it's like there's parts where you be like, I don't know, understand why people put up with me because I'm like my little problems and my own little self I get annoyed by.
Right.
So like it's understandable. Like when you got little quirks here and there, and it's just like, man, if you've got a friend who puts up with all the stuff, you be like little quirks, little weird things you do, it's a sign of a true friendship when you can like put up with stuff. And in the past 4 years, we haven't heard a bark yet.
It will happen eventually, and then I will copy and paste it at the beginning of every episode. I swear. Dude, I am tempted. I'm not kidding here. I'm tempted just to record every interaction we have, and when you finally slip, I will then stop it. And then that will be in there, and probably it will be a horrible recording. I don't care.
Like a garbled burr.
You people have to realize I love my friend here. I really do. And there are jokes I know I can make only because he's never gotten mad at me before, and he knows that he can tell me 6 ways to Sunday to stop doing something, and I'll stop doing it.
Right.
Eventually.
Eventually you'll get around to it.
And from day one, because I know about his Tourette's.
Yes.
And I've heard him and it's amazing you found that Superman blend the year we started the podcast.
Yes. Thank you, Miss Wendy.
And I've been waiting since that first recording to hear you slip once.
No, wait a minute. There was
because at first it was a worry. It's like,
yeah,
how do we explain to all these people about your Tourette's and how you're barking and that there's not just a weird dog in the room? And then it became, I don't care how we explain it. I want it on tape. I don't know why. But anyway.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. But yeah, there again, like, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, from Drew's heart.
Yes.
For putting up with us for 4 years, going into our 5th year.
And continuing to put up with
us.
And
continuing to put up with us. New projects coming around the bend.
And we're about to talk about those, but continue.
All right. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming up around the bend, new reactions, new Untangling Kingdom Hearts,
yes,
new different segments, new different things. We might try like doing things a little differently, I think, because we had a really dear friend podcaster give us some recommendations. We might implement that.
We might have said if we were going to implement it, it would be in the next episode.
That is true.
So we definitely need to talk about that later this week.
Yes, we do.
Just saying.
Yeah, just might. Now, granted, for some of you that might not know, because sometimes we plan really well, then sometimes we don't.
Some days you go, plan? What's plan?
Yeah, what's the plan?
So looking at our upcoming plan, just so everyone's know, next episode, we will be reviewing Frozen 2. And then after that, Tron Legacy with Nate Marchand of the Monster Island Film Vault.
Gosh. Yeah.
And then, apparently, we'll be reviewing Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. So that's the next month. Past that, these dates can definitely change depending on what comes up. But we're looking at Satellite Girl and Milk Cow,
Oh my gosh.
the Guillermo del Toro Pinocchio,
Yes.
The Rescuers Down Under, Fern Gully, The Last Rainforest.
Yes.
Why are you forcing this on me?
Because I enjoyed it as a kid.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Ooh, that's gonna be an interesting one.
Well, we need to get some more of the classics in there.
Agreed.
Luca, the one from Disney Plus last year.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Megamind.
Oh, I can't.
We've been talking about
Yes,
that one.
we've talked about a long time. Yeah.
Fire and Ice,
Mm-hmm.
which that's the one we may have another person on. We're still waiting to find out what his schedule looks like. We
Okay.
may move that around to fit. That's why I say it's
Okay.
up in the air. And then the next one we definitely have on the list that we're looking at is Mirai on Netflix.
Oh yeah, that's
We've
right.
got a couple others we're thinking about, but we hadn't got on the list yet. And you know how that goes.
Yes.
Of course, we've got Rewinds and Cel Cast Plus coming up. So keep an eye out for that. Of course, from now until, assuming there's not any big change, November 3rd, we're reviewing in the TAS segment X-Men the Animated Series.
Mm-hmm.
We even have a special little treat coming up in August.
That's right.
In the middle of that. So keep an eye out for that. Of course, we are also later in the year going to have more Miyazaki month coming up, and got Christmas.
Mhm.
We got Bad Movie Month and Halloween and all that kind of good stuff. Like Jacob said, we're also going to be doing more reactions. We're of course doing the Cel Cast Rewinds and the Cel Cast Plus, so keep an eye out for those. And I think we have pretty much decided for certain that we are going to honor the rest of the TAS poll we made back in October.
Yes.
And have the third TAS full review be
Get ready for this, people.
and our first anime
Yeah.
on the show. And all I'm gonna say is that's a lot of orange juice.
Get in the darn robot, Shinji. We're doing Evangelion.
Neon Genesis Evangelion, and boy, do I have ideas for that intro.
Meow, 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 meow.
Allow me to do this the correct way, sir. Yan 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 yan. I may have to make this the outro song. No, I won't do that.
Oh my gosh.
Go check the Cel Cast, the Cel Nation Facebook group. I put it there. In fact,
oh my gosh.
Join us on all our social medias, being our Facebook page, the Cel Cast Podcast, both our Facebook groups, because I'm never going to delete. I almost want to call it Double Negative. That's not the name of that. Double Feature, the Double Feature Podcast group, and the Cel Nation. Go check out, of course, go email us at the celcastpodcast@gmail.com. All this is in the outro, but I'm going to say it now anyway. Go join us on our Instagram, which you know what that is. I don't.
Hold on.
The Instagram.
Oh, Instagram. That is the
Cellcast, probably.
Yeah, the Cellcast.
Yeah, the Cellcast.
Yeah, just look that up.
We're on Twitch at the Cellcast Gaming, YouTube at Cellcast. We are pretty much anywhere you want to be. Also, I know we've already said this, and we definitely want to give a special thanks to the 2 podcast networks we're in.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
First off, Pop Americana.
Yes.
I know that one hasn't grown as much as really any of us would have liked, but we are still in that, along with currently still the Raw Quiz Show. Thank y'all for helping being there with us. I know we don't promote y'all anymore, but admittedly, there's been not much to promote. It's outside of the Raw Quiz Show. But also thank you to Culture Box with our good friends Francisco and Paul of the Retro Rewind podcast, Dallas and Celeste, and all the crew over at Geek Devotions, and the guys over at Stunning and Brave and Untold Podcast. We miss y'all. We were looking forward to y'all coming back when y'all can get time in your schedules to podcast again. But thank you all for being a part of this and helping us out when we asked for help. I think I have covered pretty much everything we have.
You have.
So yeah, thank y'all for joining us, and we're looking forward to hanging out with y'all in the next year.
Okay. Yeah, same here, guys. I'm looking forward to the journey and the adventure that's going to happen with all of the reactions we're going to do, the special guests we're going to get, the movies that are going to be like, I've never heard of this film, or oh gosh, I got to watch this movie. But either way, it's going to be a fun little adventure, and I can't wait to get started. So get strapping, people. 2023 is going to be interesting.
Indeed. So I guess with all that said, there's only one thing left.
Yes.
In the meantime, this has been Drew.
This is Jacob.
And that was D-Lit. And we'll catch you in the next frame. No, D-Lit, that's not the outro.
D-Lit.
Can you give us the actual outro, please?
I am Magneto, master of magnet.
I knew she'd do something.
D-Lit. What's wrong? You're mad because we didn't thank you too. D-Lit, we really do thank you for joining us on the show. Thank you for being our tech producer and helping us actually get in and out of all these movies, even though you nearly crushed us by a Digimon. But
I got turned into multiple things. Thank you very much.
Yes. But D-Lit, we are thankful that you are part of this show too. Can we end the show now, please? Thank you.
Previously.
That's not what I meant.
You can follow Jacob.
Hang on.
You can follow Jacob on his Facebook at Jacob B. Heron. His Facebook page, Jacob's Daily Art Corner, where he tries to draw each and every day. His Instagram at Jacob B. Heron. His Twitter at Jacob Heron. And his Letterboxd at Jacob Heron. You can find Drew on Facebook at Drew Dodgen. His Facebook page, Drew's Photo Bin, to see his photography. His Letterboxd page at ggeorge759. His Twitter at ggeorge759. And Instagram at Drew Dodgen. You can like us on Facebook at the Cel Cast Podcast. On Twitch at the Cel Cast Gaming. On YouTube at Cel Cast. On Twitter at cast_cel. The Cel Cast can be found at Apple Podcasts, Google Play Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, or anywhere else fine podcasts are downloaded from. Please rate and review us where you found us, and also on Podchaser. Email us at thecelcastpodcast@gmail.com. The Cel Cast is a proud member of both the Pop Americana and Culture Box media networks. For more information, please see the link in the description. Our theme song is Drop and Roll by Silent Partner. And remember, that's Cel, with a single L.
Never mind. I won't do the whole thing, but
Right.
I might put the whole thing in the actual outro. But yeah, thank y'all for whoever's hanging out still in the stream for joining us. We are going to see if we can rate somebody if you're in the Twitch chat.
Yep.
Actually, is there who is where? Oh yeah, we do have people in Twitch.
Nice.
Awesome. So probably retro because I know they are recording Never Ending Story tonight.
Nice.
It does sound like it would be a long movie.
Mm-hmm. I still haven't seen that movie yet.
I'm being facetious because it's never ending.
Yeah, agreed. And he's still riding the dragon. Doggy dragon.
Of course, yeah.
I'm entitled.
We know you're entitled, Paul.
Yes, we know that.
Okay, rating now. Thank y'all guys.
Rate it. Rate it good.